Minister of Foreign Affairs for the Dominican Republic, Roberto Alvarez, was in Belize for 2 days to officially hand over the chairmanship of the Council of Foreign Ministers of SICA to Senator Eamon Courtenay, the Minister of Foreign Affairs for Belize.
We have welcomed both the Secretary General and Minister Alvarez to Belize yesterday, in which we had a briefing yesterday evening where we briefed the diplomatic corps and representatives of international organizations on the work of SICA, the ongoing work of SICA. We also had the formal transfer of the chairmanship of the Council of Foreign Ministers from the Dominican Republic in the person of Minister Alvarez to Belize and to myself as the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Belize.
This morning, Minister Courtenay called a press conference at the Lee Richardson building in Belmopan and highlighted the importance of Belize's geographical location as a bridge to Central America and CARICOM.
I have been in Belize since yesterday, and as the Foreign Minister has said, we met yesterday and had a very productive meeting in the transfer of the presidency of the Inter-American Integration System, and we continue today with our bilateral conversations on the issues that the Foreign Minister has pointed out. We consider Belize not only a very important partner within the system, but an essential one, as Foreign Minister Courtenay has pointed out, because of the particular role that Belize plays as a bridge between our Central American system and the CARICOM.
Also at the head table was Werner Vargas, SICA's Secretary General. He was elected under Alvarez's chairmanship at a time when SICA had been without a Secretary General for over a year. Alvarez's leadership was primarily focused on strengthening the institutions within the system. Electing a SICA Secretary General was an act to that end.
I'm sorry, my English is not good. I prefer speaking Spanish. Y quisiera expresar nuestro total.
We fully support as SICA this PPT during this semester, and especially we congratulate for the strong leadership by the Minister of Belize during the 6 months and the strong relation between SICA and CARICOM system.
We found out that there are, for example, 28 different organs. I don't even remember how many secretariats, but a large number of secretariats, a total of, I think, about 78 different institutions. There had been over 300, so a number of them were eliminated or consolidated.
Building on the work of the Dominican Republic, Minister Courtenay hopes to focus on the issue of food security post-pandemic.
One of the lessons of the COVID-19 pandemic is the massive interruption to the free flow of goods, the ability to trade when airports and seaports were just closed down. And you had to rely primarily on what was available within your own borders. We have seen the impact of the war in Ukraine and Russia and Ukraine, and to see the way in which that has had an impact on the cost of goods, and indeed the cost of services, shipping services have increased, the costs have increased dramatically. And so we want to take a look at the impact of COVID, Ukraine, on the free flow of goods in the region, and to devise strategies as how we can become more resilient in the event or when the next pandemic comes or when the next shock comes that disrupts the trade. We need to be able to feed ourselves, provide goods for services, and to be, as I said, more resilient.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.